Good morning or good night. Anyway, welcome on my channel. I don't want to say welcome in my brain because even though it's Gemini's mind, I'm not welcoming anybody in my mind because I think that every words are a spell. They have a frequency that sometimes you have to be careful with what you say, what you think. Anyway, that's not the subject of this video, of course. I love talking about things that I will not talk about in the video. Anyway, that's Gemini's mind. Anyway, today I'm not giving you a French course. Mm-mm. But words, even though linguistic or the roots of the words and where it come from and why we use it that way, always fascinated me. That in French, but also I'm starting a little bit in English. It's fascinating, but I'm not making a research, a passionate research on it. But once in a while, I like to check where it comes from. It's like the Russian words that I'm learning on Duolingo. Sometimes I try to make a connection where it comes from and why like this, why like that, what does it mean? Let's go. So why I'm talking about this? Because like in my previous video, I was talking about a book that I'm reading. It's not very thick. It's Tongue from Chase Hughes. I'm not paid for this. This is not the real publicity that I'm doing. It's just that that book fascinates me. It's like I'm in love with that book. And for me to be in love with a book, it's because I find it very good. If you like to if you're a thinker that likes to analyze and to see different perspective and to bring you in another uh, I would say another dimension of thinking, it's like I suggest this book. I'm gonna put all the links in my in down below. But anyway, and I could read it one shot deal, that book, but I read it when I take the bus in the morning or whatever, and I take the time to taste all the flavor. Um, it's not physical, of course. I say, anyway, it's like for me, it's like Belgian chocolate for the brain. You go slow, like you take the time to taste. Anyway, that's how I see that book. So, of course, since I'm a thinker, that I think and I analyze, and I'm always thinking. Even though you see me standing there, not talking, not doing anything, like my brain is all the time. So, by reading that book, I'm at a point because it talks about words, and at one point, of course, when you talk about words, you cannot not talk about the Babylon Tower. Like we all know a little bit the story, if that it comes from or the Bible or somewhere else. I don't know if it's also in other religions, whatever. But anyway, I'm talking about what I know for sure. So I was thinking about that, and then all the different words and and I cannot tell you all the process that I've been through to to find the subject that I'm gonna talk about. So anyway, so I was thinking because like there's a word that since I'm a kid I never understood why that word, like for me, didn't make any sense. I'm talking about sein, Sein. Usually that word means it's a feminine part of the body, but like in certain prayers, like when we talk about the Mother Mary, the Jesus Mother, let's say in the Bible, like I found to give you an example, I found a prayer, okay? C'est Ô Marie, Mère de Dieu, qui avez porté dans votre sein le Fils du Père éternel. So as a kid, like let's say around 10 years old, I was asking myself, but why sein? Like, you don't give birth from the breast. Like, why sein? Why were men all obsessed with female body parts? Or like, I didn't understand. Like, from a very young age, I started to think that the world's word, or the words world, were weird, and I didn't like understand whatever. So it's like, I didn't like it. I didn't like that en son sein, porter en son sein un enfant, to have a kid inside of you. Like, anyway, make it make sense. I did yesterday, like, because before I go with what I found yesterday, when I was thinking, because of that book, like, so in French, a belt, it's a ceinture. So if you cut that word, you have sein, Ceint, sein, around the waist. So I said to myself, maybe they misinterpret, or they miswrite the word sein, like when the woman has the kids en son sein. Maybe it's sein, Ceint, instead of Sein. So I said, oh man, like my youngest one says, big brain, like, maybe it's that, or I found the mistake, pa, 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 ta, ta, ta. Anyway, I found myself very intelligent, but it's not that, because I did my research yesterday, 5-10 minutes research, but research pareil. And let's go. I said I didn't want to make a French course. Anyway, so I started with the Latin word of sein, Sein. And the Latin word, where it originate, it's sinus, sinus. But we have it here also, what we call the sinus in French, Latin, sinus. So why that? Because sinus in Latin, from what I saw fast, it means in cavité, like not a cavity from the teeth. It's like let's say an image of a cavern. So it's something. It's a space, kind of protected. It's an empty space in a hard protection, like a cavern, like sinus. It's inside. It's like there's a space, an empty space protected with something hard. So en son sein, that comes from there, like an empty space that is protected. So that's it. So for me, like, since in French, when you have a kid inside of you, you are enceinte, which in English is pregnant. So I asked, I searched also, why not CEINT for enceinte, for pregnant. So since it's inside, it's SEIN. But like in French, you have it means, right now we're using that expression also to means in the middle of, like au sein de la compagnie, inside the company. Like, you see a little bit what I'm trying to say here, I hope. But SEIN, since it's inside, CEINT, it's outside. Like ceinture, the belt, it's outside. If it's outside, why in French we write enceinte and not enseigne? Anyway, apparently it comes from maybe around the 12th century, that, those dresses that the women were wearing, like when you were pregnant, you were not wearing a belt. So, like, it's like enceinte would mean like without the belt. Here we go for that. Since we're not having the kids outside of us, but inside of us, but the on-site, it's because you don't have the belt. So I said, okay, it kind of makes sense. But what about the word English, like pregnant? Like, okay, in French, I can kind of, maybe it's not in details, but I kind of have an idea. But why in English pregnant? What is it? So if you go with pregnant in Latin, it's, sorry for my pronunciation, it's praegnis, praegnas, which would mean before birth. So you're, of course, you're pregnant before giving birth, but it's like, wow, it's all the things where the words come from. It's like, don't you find it fascinating how we talk and where it comes from? We're just not take for granted all the words we are using. Like, I guess in other languages, there's stuff like this that you can go down the rabbit hole where it comes from and how how it evolved. But I come back with the enceinte. When I started, like with enceinte inside without the belt, why in French you have an enceinte acoustique? I guess it's like some speakers, like maybe surround sound. Surround sound is because it's outside. It's the space outside. Enceinte acoustique, it's like the the sound comes all around. It's around. So surround sound, enceinte acoustique. That's just like this. So I hope you still liked a little bit. Nah, I hope you liked that video. That little thing it's not a French course. It's not a linguistic course. It's just a curiosity of words that I wanted to share with you. Since I only have my cats to share with, to have a conversation with, so I decided to share it with you. So here we go. So I hope you liked it. You can like, comment, share, or even subscribe to my channel. And see you next time. Bye.